Good morning, ma'am. Am I audible? Ma'am? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yes. Thank you. Anita, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning, ma'am. Good morning. Hi, ma'am. Anita, ma'am.
Good morning, Manita, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am. Good morning. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, within few seconds we start our session, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Kitishni, you can start, ma'am.
Good morning to all. Creativity is thinking of new things. Innovation is doing new things. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a very warm welcome to you all. On behalf of Prince Sri Venkateshwara Arts and Science College, at present, we are organized on innovative ideas in blockchain. Now, I would like to call upon Gauri to render Tamitai Vartal.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை செவிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமோ மது பிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு திறனுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமும் அத்திரக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுடன் திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கி உன் தீந்திரமை திறம் வியந்த செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you, Gabi. Before the launch, let me first acknowledge the presence of our speaker, Mrs. Anita, Assistant Professor, Mar Gracious College of Arts and Science. Welcome you, ma'am. Now, I would like to invite Gayatri to formally welcome the audience.
Everything is possible when you believe. Happy morning to everyone. I am more than honored to stand here and welcome you all to this event today. On behalf of Prince Sri Venkateshwara Arts and Science College, Gaurivakam, Chennai, I offer my sincere regards to the speaker, Mrs. R. Anita, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Mar Gracious College of Arts and Science, Mogapet, Chennai, to present and share our knowledge on the topic Innovative Ideas in Blockchain. It is a great privilege to welcome our chairman, Dr. K. Vasudevan, in absentia, who has motivated all of us. Vice Chairman, Engineer Prasanna Venkatesh Vasudevan, pillar of this institution. Our Principal, Dr. Uma Ma'am, a distinguished hard worker. I once again welcome all members and coordinators of IIC Club and participants joining us today.
Thank you, Gayatri, for your earnest welcome address. Now, I would like to call Dr. Mahalakshmi, Head of the Department, to say a few words to the audience.
Mahalakshmi, ma'am.
Good morning, one and all. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Audible, ma'am.
Yeah. Good morning to all. Let me take this privilege to welcome you all for the webinar on innovative ideas in blockchain, conducted as an activity as a part of Institution Innovation Council, IIC. So let me, on behalf of Prince Sri Venkateswara Arts and Science College, I welcome the speaker, the resource person, Mrs. Anita. Madam, hearty welcome to you, madam, and hearty thanks for your acceptance of our invitation and for going to present, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Our hearty invitation to all the faculty members who have joined this meeting and the committee members who were putting their efforts to organize this meeting, and hearty welcome to all the students and the committee who are having some position, occupying positions in the committee, IIC committee activities. Welcome, students. And I express my hearty welcome to the non-teaching staff, admin staff who are helpful in organizing this event, conducting as a successful event. And once again, I welcome one and all. Let's have a nice time. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I welcome Mrs. K. Prabha, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, to brief about TEKNE Lab.
Good morning to one and all. CS TEKNE Club. The technology is evolving at a lightning speed, and we are expecting to know about it. If we want ourselves to sustain in the computer's world, as the saying goes, necessity is the mother of innovation. The necessity of a place where the never technologies could be learned without any hassles have birth to the computer club. The main version of the club is exposed to students to the latest advancement in computer technology and give individuals an opportunity for sharing and extending ideas, views, and knowledge in the field of computers and fast changing the technology. So the club provides a strong platform for the computer science students to practically implement their innovative ideas in computer for different applications. The club offers independent guidance, workshops, seminars, guest lecturers, and organize various industries-oriented events for a student to explore their full potential. And what the objectives of computer science means? First thing is also to provide the conducive atmosphere for the student learning process, and then to make the student understand the technology with the social or global needs. And next, how to develop the theoretical and practical knowledge of the students. And then next, to implement the skilled professional by involving or application-oriented activities, project work, and the workshop, seminars, or industries. So to develop the students and to adapt to changing the technologies and to successful the professional. And then here, the CUT Club offers students make opportunities to explore the interest, imagine and relate possibilities, and work the socials with their peers. So extracurricular opportunities can help the computer science students build expertise, make connections, and gain confidence. Thank you. Thank you to all.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to invite Mrs. C. Balakamachi, Assistant Professor and Faculty Coordinator of IIC, to brief about IIC.
Good morning to one and all present here. So I am Balakamakshi, IIC Faculty Coordinator, to say about the IIC. Ministry of Human Resource Development has established Institution Innovation Council to foster the culture of innovation across education institutions. It aims to develop a culture of innovating research within students. It mainly focused on developing cognitive abilities of students. So their functions to identify and reward of student innovators, and it organizes workshops, seminars, interactions with entrepreneurs, investors, and professionals. So, and the benefits of IIC, students will get opportunity to interact with entrepreneurs, investors, and professionals. Students can participate in various innovation-related initiatives of Ministry Human Resource Development, like hackathons, idea competitions, and mini challenges. Students will gain the exposure and opportunities of their entrepreneurial ideas. The theme of Prince Sri Venkateshwara Arts and Science College IIC is Imagine, Innovative, and Innovations. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to call our friend Suhaila to introduce the resource person.
Good morning, everyone. I am here to introduce Mrs. R. Anita, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Mar Gracious Arts and Science College, Chennai. She has completed her Master of Philosophy and Master of Computer Application in Bharathidasan University, Chennai. She has 13 years of teaching experience. She has presented papers in national conferences. Thank you.
Thank you, our friend. Now, this amazing session will be taken over by our resource person, Mrs. Anita. Ma'am, please.
Thank you.
Ma'am, you can share your screen, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, is my screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Is it visible, ma'am?
Thank you. Thank you. So good morning to one and all present here. Before entering into the topic, I like to thank the persons. So I'll extend my thanks to the God who has made me in front of you. My sincere thanks to Dr. K. Vasudevan sir, Chairman, Prince Group of Institution, the Vice Chairmen, Dr. V. Vishnu Karthik sir, and Engineer Prasanna Venkatesh sir, and my beloved thanks to Dr. M. Uma, Principal, Prince Sri Venkateshwara College of Arts and Science, and also my thanks to CS TEKNE Club coordinators and IIC team of Prince Sri Venkateshwara College of Arts and Science, and also the supporting technical team. And I will extend my thanks who has given me permission to join as a resource person to the Secretary Father of Mar Gregorius College of Arts and Science, Reverend Father Philip Pulipra, the Principal Dr. M. Shivarajan, the Vice Principal Dr. G. Gayatri, and Dr. Shalini Meher. And also extend my thanks to Dean of Academics and the HOD of Computer Science Department, Professor James Benedict Felix. So without any further delay, I thank everyone and I will enter into the topic. Today's topic, it is innovative ideas in blockchain. So here I took upon the topic blockchain. So here we are going to implement the blockchain in agriculture. Why I have chosen this agriculture is it is one of the basic need for all the living beings in our world. So as you all know, what is agriculture? So agriculture is the science of cultivating the soil. So when you are cultivating it, it grows into a useful plants and livestock. So there it becomes a food web for all the living beings which is in this world. So before entering it, we can see what is blockchain. Some of you might hear what is blockchain. So blockchain is an immutable ledger which has good transaction and the tracking asset. So in all the other fields, the tracking is not necessary. If it is an automobile or any other field, tracking. But in food, we need a quality food. It should reach us in a proper way. So blockchain is very important in the field of agriculture. So let us see, today we have start as innovative, the startups which they have taken in agriculture. Why they have went to the startup in agriculture? Because there are many problems it has faced by the farmers as well as our consumers in the agriculture field. What the farmers are facing, we are seeing the farmers are doing strike, they are sitting in the road and they are asking for the basic needs, right? So what they need, they don't want any middle person in it. What the middle person is going to do? So the middle person is getting more profit. The farmers are getting the low cost for their hard work. The consumer, we are paying more for it. Okay, so we are buying a rice, right, for a 50 or 55 rupees. How much the farmer is getting for it in turn? Just they are getting 10 or 20 rupees. So what happens is 30 rupees. So the middle person, they are taking over it, right? So consumers, we are also giving the more. So if it is properly aligned in your blockchain, so the farmers will get a good price and we also will consume it in a normal place. We don't want to give more amount for it. So financially, so all the problems between the farmers and the consumers will be balanced over here. So sometimes what happens in the agriculture field, if there is no rain, what happens? They are lagging with their soil over there. They are unable to grow the crops. Even if it is, there are more rain. Okay, rainfall is very heavy. What happens? Immediately flood comes. So all the crops will get destroyed over there. So there is loss for the farmers. They are not getting the right amount back. Even the consumers, what happens? If there is flood, all the crops get damaged. What we are giving? We want to give more amount to buy. As you all know, the tomatoes, onions, sometimes what happens? The amount becomes peak. Next, coming to this, the other one, cyclone. Cyclone directly affects the agriculture field in a larger amount. Again, who is getting affected? The farmers and the consumers. Definitely, this all should be solved over it. The other thing, what blockchain it is going to give us, it is all the farmers cannot buy the land for their own. So that time what they can do, they can get it for the rent. So this option is available, that too without middleman. If there is middleman, he will increase the rent for it and he will gain more over that. Without the middleman, the farmers can get the land, agriculture land for renting purpose, right? So if this all has been followed, what happens? So we can get the farmers can produce the organic crops and even the consumer can get it in a right way. That is less fertilizers. Okay, so pesticides, this all we can follow in the blockchain. I'll say you in detail. Then the insurance. The insurance, we are taking insurance for ourselves. We are taking insurance for car. But what happens? The agriculture, the farmers does not know how to take the insurance. So they are getting more loss in it. Let us see how what is the options availability for taking the insurance. So now we are going to see the blockchain startups. There are many blockchain startups. In this particularly, we are going to see 8 blockchain startups to solve these issues. So now, how the blockchain is transferring the world of agriculture. We are saying agriculture means the farmer means they are very poor. They are not getting their profit. The consumer we are giving. Now the blockchain, it is going to transfer the whole world of agriculture to a new extent, right? So let us see, first start with the traditional method. So in the traditional method, what happens? The agriculture for the farmer, what he does, he is getting the seed from the seed supply company. He was to invest it and he has to buy it. Then he is going to sow it in his land. It may be the rental land or it may be the own land. Then he has to maintain, he has to give more amount for maintaining, for growing it for 6 months. After 6 months, he has to cultivate it. Then it should be went to the rice grain elevator, right? So after it, it will be stored in the rice grain processor. There the processing will be settled down. After that, this will be passed over to the distributors, right? Now it is ready. The rice is ready to eat. So the distributor, what he'll do? he will distribute to the rice grain retailers. Now it entered to the retailers. From retailers, who is to buy? We are the end consumers. We are going to buy the rice. So this is what it is, the traditional flow of a grain from the origin till, that is from the origin to the consumers. Right. So when you are going for blockchain technology in agriculture, so it has been increasing from 2017, it was 41.2 billion. So in the next year, it is 2023, it will be 430 billions, which is going to reflect the 47.8 of compound annual growth in this agriculture. Already it has been started. We have entered to the new era of agriculture. We don't want to worry about the farmers. We, the consumers, we are going to gain more. As I said you, there are many blockchain transformers, which is going to transform the agriculture industry. Here we are going to concentrate on important 8 blockchain startups. So what are the startups we are going to see? AgriChain, AgriDigital, AgriLedger, Demeter, IIC, Rai, Seafood, and the World Cover. Okay, let us see one by one. So what is AgriChain? As I said already, what is our first problem which is faced by the farmer and the consumer? It is middleman, who is getting more profit over that. Now see, in this, when you are going for the blockchain, AgriChain, there is no middleman at all. See, the farmer, after getting the crop, he is going to create a node. That is, it is peer-to-peer transaction. Farmer directly to the consumer. Other things, it is going to happen in a chain format. So the farmer, he is going to create a node. So he is going to represent everything over this here in the node. So what is the origin of the crop? How many months he has been spent over it? What are the minimum fertilizer or pesticides he has used? All the data, information will be stored in a block. Okay, this transaction, everything it is going to happen in online. Previously, we have seen what we have seen, it is everything in an offline manner. So after all the information, when it is stored over here, it will be sent over, broadcast in the overall blockchain network. Okay, so after entering into this blockchain network, all the criterias will be checked. As it is, it won't be transferred or joined to a blockchain. This all will be checked by the other persons who are all already in the blockchain. They will check whether the farmer has given the right amount for the crop, whether he has used the minimum fertilizer and minimum pesticides, which will not affect the consumer's health, and he will check all the other criterias over there, right? So after checking it, see here, if everything is okay for all the persons in the blockchain network, then they will approve. Yes, the farmers has given all the information right. Now you can add this block in the blockchain. Now what is this called as? It is called as AgriChain, right? After entering into it, it goes directly to the consumer, right? So see here, everything it is online. There is no middleman over here. Just these are all the persons who is already there. This may be the farmers, the other farmers who has already been in the AgriChain. So now directly the information from farmer to the consumer. So it is from A to B. It is from one peer to the another peer. The transaction is happening, everything in the software platform. So when you are doing like this, what we can reduce? Yes, we can reduce the supply chain inefficiency and risk. The crop will not get damaged. That all will be analyzed over here. Okay, if it is a cauliflower, it is coming from Ooty. You know what is the climate in Ooty? There it will be fresh. When you're getting it in Chennai, what happens? What about our climate? It is very hot. So throughout the transaction, the temperature should be maintained over there. This process is also, it is checked over there in the AgriChain. So this is one of the easy to use platforms. So all the farmers can use this using their mobile app. Okay, Now this has happened. Now the information has been transferred. After the getting the product, what the consumer has to do? He has to pay for the farmer. How he will pay? Yes, now we have got these smart contracts. When it is passing over from hand to hand, what happens? Everyone will take commission over that, right? From the consumer, when it reaches to the farmer, what happens? There are middlemen. Yeah, they are getting the commission over there. We can now eliminate the commission so that the farmer can get more amount, more profit for their work, for their hard work, right? So how they can pay? Using the smart contract. So what is it? Is a digital money. So in blockchain, have you heard about Bitcoin's cryptocurrency? Yes. With that, they can transfer the amount from the consumer end to the farmer ends. This also will be checked by the middle person. Who is their middle person? Digital. It is the Agri Digital. So there will be already persons in the node, Agri chain. They will check it, the digital assets, whether a consumer is having the balance in their bank, whether they are transferring the right amount. Yes, they will give the certificate. Yes, the consumer is sending the right amount. He is having balance in his account. He can transfer as a Bitcoin or he can transfer as a cryptocurrency. This all happening. What is that? It is called as smart contracts. So for paying this, what they are going to use? They are going to use the apps. Have you heard about IoT, Internet of Things? So from farmers, buyers, packers, retailers, consumers. So the transaction of amount, it is going to happen through the smart contracts. This is called as Agri Digital. Next, the third startup is Agri Ledger. So whatever the process it is going on, everything will be stored. The transaction data will be stored at one node. Okay, sometimes what happens, a farmer will tell 1 kg of rice is 70 rupees. So when it is transact, what happens? In the store, they will increase as 80. Then it is going for the distributor, it becomes 90. When it is going for the consumer, it even becomes 100 rupees. Here, no one can cheat anyone over here. So what happens? All the informations will be stored. The transaction data will be stored in the node. So it is visible to everyone. That is called as transparency. Okay, nothing can be hidden from any other person. There is a transparency in financial matters. Even we can trace the food source from where we have got it, whether the soil is good over there, whether they have buried a quality seed over there. When you are burying a quality seed, then only it goes in a quality. Whether they are using this much of fertilizers, pesticides. So all the things we can, how it is getting transported, when transporting, whether it is in a good condition, whether they have packed properly, it may be importing or exporting, whether it is happening. So the agriculture ledger, it will have all the tracing of food source from where to where. So simpler financing, those information, who is giving amount to who digitally, it will be stored. All the transaction data will be stored over there, right? So where all this agriculture works? Only to the government peoples? No, with all the companies, even to the government, even to the non-profit association. So this has become very important thing, where to store all the information. It is transparent to everyone. Everyone in the node, everyone in the agri chain can visualize this. So all the farmers will get all the information, what is happening in it. Some farmers, they will see, okay, we can just sell for 20 rupees. No, they can analyze with, they can discuss with their co-farmers to fix a price. Next, the most interesting thing is Demeter. Have you heard about this Demeter? Demeter is whether all the farmers can buy their own land for themselves. No. So some of the farmers, they are lagging financially. Some farmers will be good in financial background. Some farmers, they cannot buy the land for themselves. So that time, what the farmers can do is they can use this Demeter and they can have the renting microfill anywhere, that is agricultural land, anywhere in the planet without the intermediaries. As we are seeing the advertisement for home renting and all, what they are having app, nobroker.com. I think you're familiar with it, right? So we have an advertisements also for that. Nobroker.com. Why I want to pay for it? There is an app. So in the same way that it is being established now. So everyone is knowing that. So for same way, so the farmers can rent the land, agriculture land, anywhere in the planet through the center called as Demeter. They can enter into the Demeter and they can search for the land wherever they need. And without the middle person, without paying more, they can directly get from that app. So it is called as Demeter. Next, it is called as IIC. So I think you might have not heard this. It is a new term. So for getting the crop insurance, definitely as we are insuring for us, for the car, for all the products what we are buying, right? Actually, those products, if it is lost also, we can buy it again. But agriculture, it is very important. It is one of the basic need for all the living beings in this world. So definitely what they need is, they need an insurance application. So blockchain has given this option, that is decentralized insurance application. So what is that called as is, they can enter into it if they are sick. Automatically they will get the application for applying for the insurance. So they can fill their details. Automatically they will get the insurance. The farmers can gain the crop insurance over there. Next, right. So in this right, what they are going to do, yeah, they are going to track the food journey. Food journey is very important. If you are, for example, if you are vacating your house, right, from one state to another state, what it is happening over there, it is getting transported through big containers. Even we have tracking system over there in our mobile. They will give the link, we can track. Now it is in this state, then it has passed over in this state, when it will reach our home, right? So we have a tracking system. Even for the materials, non-living thing, that is table, chair, all those material which we have. For that itself we are having. See, agriculture, the food we eat, how it should be? It should be a quality. It should not get perished. It should be perished. It should be fresh over there. So definitely what we need is, we need the tracking of the journey of the food. Definitely it should be maintained. How it is going to happen over here? Yes. So it is going to happen like a digitally. I'll say you one by one what it is happening over there. See, what is the first thing? You are going to sow these seeds in the land. So it starts growing over there. Okay. After the years, what it is, we are going to get a nice mango over there. Nice and fresh mangoes when it is in the tree, definitely. So they are going to take the mangoes, okay, pluck the mangoes, and they have to go for the next stage. So when they are doing all this process, those process will be stored in the blockchain. So see here, it is a node, it has been created. So this is the data, what it is stored. Actually digitally, how it will be stored? Zeros and ones. So they have to provide the information. What information they have to provide? What kind of seed they have put over there? Okay. So how they have watered it? What is the minimum pesticide they have used? They should not use more pesticides over there. So what are the fertilizers they have used over there? How it has grown up? What is the maintenance they have done? How fresh the mango when they are going for the next process. Those information will be stored over here. Right. After storing it, now digitally, it moves to the next stage. So what it is, they are going to pack the mangoes over there. So listen, when they are packing over, it is very important to maintain its climate. Okay, so to maintain its packaging, it should not crush over one to another. It has to be placed in the layers. So they are going to say how it is going to be packed. What are the things they are using for packaging over there? See here, the second one, those data here, the packaging house, they are going to put their data over here. The next stage is transportation. It may be transporting in aeroplane, or it may be the ship, or it may be the roadways. Okay, so whatever it is. So how they are going to transport? within the ship, whether they are maintaining the climate over there. Okay, definitely. If it is a perishable goods, what they have to do? They have to maintain it. So those data will be entered over here. Next, it may be the import or export from one place to another if it is crossing the border. See here, they are going to include their own data. Next, it is coming for the processing. Okay, it may be import means you are going to import, or to the export, yeah, the countries it will be going. So after processing, they are going to see how I have processed this. Those data, it is stored digitally over here. Next, from processing, it is going for the distribution center, right? So it is going for distribution center. Now they are going to place it. So those information, those data, it will be stored over there in the same node, right? From the distribution center, it is going to for supermarkets. Here, the example we have taken is Walmart. They are using the blockchain technology. So here they are going to store in the climate, in the manner which is going to be fresh, quality. Okay, so those information will be added in the. See, from the origin, throughout its cycle, all the information are stored in the same node for that mango. Now, from the supermarket, we are going to buy, we the consumer, we are going to buy the mangoes over there. When we buy the mango, we can scan over the mango over there. When we are scanning it, see, when we are scanning it, we can check at what temperature it has started its origin, whether throughout it the temperature has been maintained. Next, see, it is a map, the origin of it, where all it has been crossed over, whether we have got the mango from Australia or Europe, from the other states, okay, or from our local market. So where is the origin of it? Whether it is packed for correctly, okay, so whether it has been transported, whether it has been imported from, right, how it has been processed, where it is placed in the distribution center, whether it is the same climatic condition, how it is came to the supermarket. All the information, mapping information, we can get over here when we are scanning the mango. Next, what we can see at what date it has been packed over. When they have plucked the mango, what date, and when it has been packed, how many days it took for the transportation, how many days it took for processing, distribution center, how many days they have placed, then when it came for the supermarket. We will be always having the manufacture date and the expiry date, right? Just we will see manufacturing date and expiry date. We did not know actually when it has been packed over, when it has been manufactured. Many food products, in other products it is okay. Okay, if you are buying a cooker or if you are buying any non-living things, it is okay. But when you are going for the food, the manufacturing and expiry date is very, very important. So they make fraud. Sometimes what happens? They will change the manufacturing date, right? But when you are going for the blockchain technology, no one can cheat you. There will be no fraud of risk because food is very important. It should be, we cannot say food in a quantity manner. It should be in a quality. So that can be looked over here with your mobile app. Then coming to this, we can easily check whether it is fresh or not. Okay, so this is called as a ripe. So this is the tracking of the food journey. This is very, very important. Now, many supermarkets have started using this blockchain technology. The one example what I have shown is Walmart. Definitely when you are buying a product, so if it is it, you just have an app in your mobile and you trace it. You'll get all the information from the origin throughout the cycle. So the temperature maintenance, the mapping, the expiry and the manufacturing date, and whether it is fresh or not. Ma'am, if it is not fresh in the middle, what they will do? You can ask me, right? The mango is passing over here. So here the mango, they can easily track over it. When they are tracking, they will check. Now the mango is going to destroy in a single day. It cannot reach here. Then what they will do? They will immediately unpack and distribute to their local market there itself. Well, they will start import or export. There itself they will finish because food should not be get wasted over there. right? We should not eat the older foods. So, which is not in a good condition. So immediately while they are tracking over it, what they will do? So they will unpack it and they will distribute over their local market there itself in a price, whatever it is coming over there. So for that one, I'm saying this is very important. Okay, so some products, onion and all, we can have for even weeks and weeks. So when you are going for some fresh fruits, what happens? It should be within this few days, it has to reach the consumer. The next concept, which is innovative startup in the blockchain, is T-Food. So what is this T-Food? So it can track the animals tracking system, the transporters, whether they are transporting in a proper way, right? And they can see the food shipments throughout the supply chain. And you know about supply chain, right? From the origin, where all it is going to transfer, where when it is getting for the consumer. So they are getting some identification tools to track throughout it. The supply chain participants will be there. See here the consumers who is going to buy the service over there. So this all it has been done by the T-Food blockchain solution. As I said, no. So when it is supplying it, when it is passing over, take flowers. Okay, so it should be fresh, right? Or you can take Ooty apple or Kashmir apple. So how it is done? It is crossing state and state to reach our Chennai place. So when it is crossing over it, sometimes what happens? The climate becomes very hot in the middle. For example, in Delhi, somewhere it is becoming very hot. What happens? It starts to decay. So before decaying, when they are analyzing, they are having a T-Food markets over there, T-Food tools to identify whether it is be for another 3-4 days or whether it is going to destroy in one day. Immediately, if they provide a service, okay, the solution providers, what they will do? Immediately, they will unpack that apple and they will give it to the local market in Delhi itself. Right? If that product that is going to reach in Chennai, what happens? Waste. The money will be overall process will be waste. The farmer, there is loss for the farmer as well as if consumer are buying, it is not good for them. So this all it has been maintained by a tool that is called as T-Food blockchain tool. Next, as we said, very important, what we need, crop insurance. Okay, so if there is immediately rain comes, a heavy rain comes, what happens? Flood. So who is the first person who is getting affected by flood? The agriculture, the farmers. Automatically what happens? Full of crops, what it will be? It will be within that agriculture land. Water will be full in the agriculture land. So what happens? Immediately no persons can come and see there what is happening over there, and they will take time to analyze whether all the crops has been destroyed or little bit has been destroyed. Then they have to apply for the insurance and it has to come over there. By reaching it itself, many of the farmers are getting died, all those things happening over there. Now what happens? There is no issue at all. What happens is, see, it is called as world cover. That is, okay, insurance cover. So what happens is there is a satellite which is monitoring the rainfall. Okay, so when it is monitoring, what happens? If in a particular place, there is near Chennai, there is a land, you consider there is a land. So if there is heavy rain over there, the satellite will analyze how heavy it was. What is the flood rate over there in that particular agriculture land? If it is really affected, automatically what happens is, according to the damage to the crops, so it automatically triggers. Okay, there will be an account over there for giving the insurance, crop insurance. Automatically, the payment will go for the farmers the same day itself. See how it was very thing. So previously what we'll do, so some ministers they have to come, they have to look into the land. So they will say the agriculture higher authorities to visualize it, to calculate the amount, everything, right? Then they will check everything, the files will be passing over, then they will give the amount back to the farmers. But now what happens? So everything it is monitored by the satellite. See here. So it will provide crop insurance by the how it is monitored. It is monitored by the satellite, the rainfalls, not even the rainfall, heavy rainfall, both the things, heavy rainfall or no rainfall, drought system. So both the things it will be analyzed by the satellite. It may be even the cyclone, all the climatic conditions. So automatically, if there is any drought without rain, or if there is heavy rain like flood, or even it is cyclone or any other, sometimes what happens nowadays, locust, that caterpillar is coming and destroying it, right? Have you heard about it? Cricket, locust, those things also coming and damaging. So that only that animals, small insects. I think you might have heard what has happened in Punjab, right? That locust, cricket, they are also coming and affecting. This all no one need to go in the land and see it because it is an injurious for them also. So this all it is analyzed by the satellites, monitored, and automatically the payment will be passed over to the farmers, right? They don't want to come and stand in front of the office and all. So what we have seen till now is it is the 8 blockchain startups. I think you might have got a small idea over about it, right? So why we are saying about this innovations, why they have innovative club in your colleges, you are the youngsters, you have to think about this innovation, just not hearing this, oh, this or that, this, not like that. So you should become an innovator. You are the youngsters, now you are going for the next stage, right? So you should be the innovator. What do you have to do? You should be the innovator over there. So already the startups are there. Now you think over what are the other problems it is in the agriculture field. It may be the point of consumer, retailer, or it may be the farmer. Okay, whoever in it, you think over it. What are the other problems? How it can be solved? Yeah, now blockchain is there. We have got idea that blockchain technology is ready to help us. Now you have to be in the position to think what are the other problems faced and how innovative things you can help in the agriculture field. So that is your career development, right? There are many job openings in the blockchain technology, particularly in the agriculture field. So you all should come forward and you have to learn more and more. You have to have a creative thinking over it and you should become an innovator. That is the aim of your club, right? Your organization has given you a good opportunity for learning many innovative things. As a student, you cannot go and see all this research oriented. So just it is an introduction to all this innovatives. Then further, you have to go and check what are all the other innovations you are going to create, right? See, okay, coming back. So in blockchain, so see all the persons. So who are all the person? The farmer, the distributor, the export company, import company, retailers, consumers, everyone, they are monitored under the blockchain. It gives us transparency, traceability, okay, the food origin, the crop insurance. Look at this. So the traceability, which is giving us traceability, yes, the tea food and ripe. What is ripe? I have said it is a digitally we are going to view from origin to the end. This tool it is going to provide a good things to the agriculture. Yes, optimization of food supply it has been done using a agri chain. Initially we are going to create agri chain. Within that agri chain we are going to have everything digitally. Even the payments agri digital has been introduced over there. Yes, everything is transparent. Everything is traceable. See, all the transactions, it is going to happen and it is going to be stored in agri ledger, right? I have said about D-meter. What is D-meter? Anybody remember that? What is D-meter? It is the renting of land. Okay, without the middle person, we can rent the land. The farmers can rent the land and they can do the farming over there, right? Insurance. Who is providing insurance? There are two things. One is the IIC. Yes, they can apply for the insurance. What is world cover? This is applying for the insurance, they can get it. So what is world cover? It is an advanced satellite. It is going to view the overall things, what is happening over there. Okay. So automatically, according to the damage, the farmers will get the amount in turn. So the blockchain, where all it helps the farmers, it helps in packaging, it helps the processor, it helps the shippers, retailers, even as the consumer. How to help for the consumer? We have an app and we are going to scan the product and we are going to get the, what is the origin of it, what is the temperature that has been maintained, whether they have not used the pesticides, whether it is good for health, manufacturing date, expiry date, all the things, because it is a food. Okay, we are going to take it intake. So it should be a quality. So that quality, transparency, traceability, sustainability, it all maintained by the blockchain technology. Okay. Other than that, what are the things this industry is going to do? Blockchain, lowering the risk of fraud. It's going to increase the transaction speed. The farmer no need to wait for a long to get its profit. So the transaction speed has been increased over there. The farmers can have the crop control and analysis. What is happening in the market? He can come to know it. Okay. So those are all the 8 startups, the blockchain, how it is majorly helping the farmers over there. In agriculture field, definitely there are many openings when you are coming for the blockchain. So you, the youngsters, have a good opening in the career development of the blockchain technology in agriculture. Okay. If you are getting an opportunity in the next session, we will discuss about what are all the career opportunities in the blockchain technology. Okay. Before ending, I want to say a thing. So the new startup in the last week they have introduced, that is called as Agri10X. It has been introduced in our India. It is in Pune. They have introduced Agri10X blockchain platform. For whom they have introduced this? For the village entrepreneurs. Everything it is now what we are getting in Chennai, we are getting more. So it is announced for the village entrepreneurs. They are giving a program how to use this blockchain in agriculture. So what the thing they can provide for the farmers is fair price, transparency, how they can get all the real-time data. So these are all the things, because this is important for the farmers. Fair price, transparency, okay. So they should be assisted in controlling the real-time data. So this is recently, it has been introduced, the organization which is called as Agri10X. So who is the CEO is Pankaj Kaur. He is the CEO of the Agri10X. So what is the aim of this platform is? All the farmers should be easy to access the global market to sell their product directly without the middleman. The main thing what we have to avoid in the agriculture is the middleman who is getting more profit rather than the farmer and the consumer. To avoid this, so the newly introduced, which has been where it has been introduced in our country, in India, we should be very proud of it. So what is it called as? It is Agri10X. So it has been the CEO of it is Pankaj Kaur. We should be very thankful for him. So you, the youngsters, you browse in Agri10X, www.agri10x.com. So you'll get more information about it, and also many job openings are there. You enter in it and go through it in detail. You apply for the job and start learning about this, and you become an innovator or you become an code developer in agriculture blockchain technology. There are many openings over there. So we should be very thankful over here. So I think I have given you some of the useful information, right? Blockchain, it is in all the field, but I think it is very important in the agriculture field. So that we can get the quality food over there, right? So if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Here I say thank you to one and all present over here and the opportunity given by you all. So thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing this innovative information with us. Thank you, ma'am. No duty is more urgent than of returning thanks. So now I would like to call Afrin Suhaila to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning to all. As all good things come to an end in life, so is the session. On behalf of Prince Sri Venkateswara Arts and Science College, I take opportunity to propose a vote of thanks to those who have directly and indirectly contributed to this session on innovative ideas in blockchain. At the outset, I thank our speaker, Mrs. R. Anita, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science, Mar Gracious College of Arts and Science, for accepting our request despite hectic schedule. We are really enlightened with your lecture and presence. We are thankful to our management, faculty members, CS TEKNE Club coordinators, IIC coordinators, and technical staff who assisted for the session. I would like to thank our chairman and vice chairman for their enthusiastic support. I express our profound gratitude to our Madam Principal Dr. Uma for her support. Last but not least, a sincere thanks to our peer for active participation and cooperation. With these warm words and key takeaways, we move to the end of today's session. Thank you all.
Thank you, Afrin. Now, students are requested to rise up for national anthem. So, I would like to call Gauri to render national anthem.
Jana Jana Manahati Nayak Jayadi Bharat Bhagya Vidada Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Vidakala Banga Vinda Himachal Yamuna Ganga Utkala Jalati Taranga Dava Shubhaname Jage Dava Shubhashishamaagi Kahe Ravasaya Gada Jana Gana Mangala Tayaka Jaya Jaya Bharat Bhagya Vidada Jaya 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 Jaya.
Thank you, everyone.
I request participants to on your video. I request participants to on your video. May I audible? I request participants to on your video. Participants, please on your video. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.